Hey YouTube, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to look at an engine that came from China. If you remember back when we did our video on this PM Research Model 3 engine, it's a flame licker also, like the one we're going to be looking at in a minute. But how heavy this flywheel is made and just the overall quality of this is, they're a nice engine. So yeah, that was this one. And now we're going to look at one from China. This little guy. I bought it used on the online auction site just to see what they were and if I wanted to go any further with it. And this poor thing, I mean, it's filthy down inside of here. I don't know what all has been done to this poor little guy, but the action of it is a little bit different. You can see the rod down here move up and down, and that's what closes the end of our cylinder off. And it's timed off of a separate cam. Get back here where you can see the cam lobe. And it rides on a roller bearing in here. It does have ball bearings in here for our crank support. And I was looking at it and thought, well, we can try to fire this guy up for the first time. But let me get no good way to show you guys this. But let me get it off of this plastic base because it's just screams I'm cheaply made. So let me get this off of the base. We'll leave the burner attached. And we'll get a better look at how this engine's put together. So we have our 4 mounting bolts free from our base here. We'll lift this little guy up. Well, this spring down here seems to be holding it. Yeah. Look underneath and see if we've got more bolts holding this sub base onto our main base. No, there's just these 4 nuts. Work at this a little bit and get it to pop free. It appears that that's epoxied down maybe. We'll get our spring off up here at the front so we don't ruin it. There, we got our spring free. Alright, let's pull our engine off its base. Set this base down, and this thing is just coated in oil. Once again, I don't know if these are as touchy about oil as like this one back here, but yeah, they don't want to run when they're soaked in oil. All right, we got all that out of the way. Wipe this down, and yeah, I don't know if this is going to show up, but it looks like it has just been run to the point where it wasn't going to run again. You see that. But yeah, it's open all the way to the bottom. Yeah, so this thing's going to need torn all the way down. I don't know if I can. I can't feel any compression. Well, we can assume that this ran at one point because you're not going to get this much buildup and dirt and wear on this little brass shutter, I guess is what we'll call it, if it didn't run once. Well, let's take our head off. We'll look down inside of our cylinder and see what's inside of it. Well, look at that. Let me get this last one loose. The cylinder head's in 2 pieces. Take our top one off. Oh, it's cut into 2 pieces, so we have our machine groove for our shutter. Let's see if we can get this top off of our head here. and you can see the buildup of, I'm not sure what this stuff is, but it doesn't belong inside of an engine. And you can see the line of stuff that's built up in here. I don't know what all it's been eaten, but yeah, you don't want that stuff inside of them. We'll put our thumb over this and see. Well, it does have compression, so our piston seals. So it's good news. All right. Well, what I'd like to do with this thing is, yeah, we know it's a 2, but let's dress it up. We'll make some new flywheels out of them. These look like they're just made out of aluminum. We'll get a hold of PM Research. They make really nice castings. So we'll get a couple nice brass flywheels for some more weight. We'll take this guy down, and we'll make a multi-part video on this, and I'll try not to drag it out too long. We'll try to keep them about 10 minutes a piece, and we'll scoot through it. And if things work well, we can make one every day. And if we make a new base for it, you guys can make fun of me and judge me for my atrocious woodworking skills. But it's something that I think it'll be a neat little project. And I don't know, the build quality, you know, it's got a nice brass cylinder on it, and it does have ball bearings. It looks like it's a 5-piece crankshaft. Looks like these here bolt on to our wrist pin and to our main shaft here. So yeah, this thing might be kind of fun to get tied back in too. But we'll tear this thing apart. If you guys want to see the tear down, I guess leave me a comment down below. Or if you guys just want to see this disassembled and the steps that we go through to kind of slick this guy up and make him an operable, presentable model, when we go to put it back together, we can go with that too. So leave me a comment down below on what you'd like to see. So, all right, well, I'm gonna start tearing this guy apart a little bit. I will record it, but I won't put it on this video, and I may not even put that video out if everybody's like, no, we don't want to watch that. We know how things come apart. So okay, well, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks again for watching and subscribing. Continue to share this, like these videos, and leave me a comment down below. I like to hear from you, and you guys come up with good ideas, something we can make a video on, and maybe everybody can learn or enjoy from it. So all right, thanks again, YouTube. You guys are great. We'll see you later. Bye.